Leos, you are moving, you're shaking, you're growing, you're expanding. I think a lot of you are also at odds almost with yourself. You know, there's this massive expansion coming. And so you're shedding old layers of yourself and you're battling your ego to get you to that next level accordingly. Okay. Welcome to your Cancer Season Tarotscope. So, Leos, when I was channeling, the very first thing that came through was the image of a mother with her child. And so I think for a lot of you, either thinking about your own motherhood, potentially conceiving a child, or inner child work. These are all things, of course, tied in with Cancerian energy. So if there are things that you're going through, especially what's coming through right now is like nourishment, making sure that you're cared for no matter what your age, who you are, or what your relationship is with your mother at this point, to make sure that you are mothering yourself. I think they'll be very key because the next image that came through was these two gladiators that were fighting in the Colosseum, but it very much seemed like it was just you versus yourself. It wasn't like you were being hunted or attacked by anyone else other than you. And so I think, and what came through just in these first few cards is that there is this massive expansion. Some of you might be scared of what that expansion is, or knowing that there's going to be something coming through. I think a lot of you potentially are wanting to start having children, or the idea of motherhood or fatherhood or being a parent right now. You're like, am I ready? Is there the right tools in place for this to happen? Not all of you, of course, but some of you might just be worried about that or dealing with that, or in conjunction, knowing that you are birthing or giving birth to the next part of your dream, of your life that's unfolding. The last thing that came through was a vibe, for sure. Some of you need to take a trip, like go somewhere enjoyable, to be fun and sexy and flirty, and just get some sun, get some attention, get some love, maybe a lover. If you've been wanting to take a trip, it's a yes for me. Also, I know this isn't going to apply to everyone, but if any of you watching are like designing swimwear or like bikinis or like something new and trending and like maybe very like eco-friendly or just something, there was definitely a channel that was like, some of you are wanting to create swimwear that's very new and like futuristic, but not just futuristic looking, but the way that fashion and swimwear is going. That was definitely meant for you. But for everyone else, take a trip, or even just in your own city, go to the beach, go somewhere where you can just relax and be near that water, enjoy the sun, because your season, Leos, is right around the corner, okay? And I mean, the very first two cards, we have the Two of Wands with the Chariot. So yeah, if some of you are deciding like, should I stay or should I go? That will be the choice as well. Some of you might want to be on the move, or to take a trip, or literally to move locations. With that Two of Wands, you can see the figure holding the globe, and then the Chariot, of course. And especially the next card with the Magician. Whatever you're wanting, Leos, I think it's already yours. You already know what this next goal and expansion is going to be. And it's literally just preparing you for your season so you can be in the spotlight. You're creating all this momentum and the foundation for this to happen, which is why I also think taking a break, taking a vacation will be very beneficial before your season. Take another trip during Leo season. I don't care. Take all the trips, have all the fun. But there is going to be a decision on whether or not you really honor that solar energy. You can see all this beautiful yellow with the Magician, the Chariot, but there is imminent success. And so if there's any blockages, I would look to your own inner child. And if you're just feeling alone or frustrated, nurturing yourself, giving that love to yourself now so you can be attracting a lover. Also, too, with the Chariot and the Magician, we can be looking towards Cancers, given the Chariot represents Cancerian energy, and we're in Cancer season. So this is a really big sign, Leos, that you get to manifest whatever it is you want and just enjoy the ride. It doesn't have to be difficult. You get to win. And the Magician can represent Mercury, tying in, of course, with Gemini, Virgo energy. But that's very telling to me, Leos, because currently we have Mars in Leo, and Venus is going to ingress into Leo on June 27th after the full moon in Capricorn on June 24th. So you do have a lot of energy making really nice aspects to either your sun, rising, or moon. I will say between July 1st and July 10th, there's going to be a lot of oppositions and squares happening between Mars and Venus, and Uranus in Taurus, and Saturn in Aquarius. Not that this is a bad thing by any means, but I do think you are going to have to make some choices. And I do think that some of you are going to be moving, whether it's moving homes, moving cities, moving jobs, moving lovers, all of the above. There's going to be some movement happening, especially with the Chariot. So just be aware of that. With Leo being a fixed energy, sometimes they can be stubborn or not wanting to move right away. They like what they like. But I think that if you're open and willing, that these opportunities can come through, especially when Mercury goes direct, with Mercury having that direct link with the Magician. It'll be stationing direct on the 22nd and 23rd. So right away, right at the top of this season. So there's lots of growth here, Leos. So let's see what else is coming through. Yeah, like you don't have time for scrubs. You don't have time for peasants. You don't have time for these like small dick offers. I used to feel like all these people are like, me, and you're like, what are you talking about? Like it's not even like an ego thing, like maybe a little bit, but you have done so much work, Leos, and I don't think that you may even recognize everything you've been putting in your entire life. It's like, I deserve the best, okay? I'm not going to continually give my love and energy to people that don't appreciate me or people that are not coming correct. You don't have to say yes to everyone. There it is. Making sure that you're putting yourself first. And then once you have the time and energy to do so, and this can even be your family, it's not even just random people that are trying to come into your energetic field. I want you to prioritize yourself first, Leos, especially with this Chariot and Magician energy. You're on the move, you're growing, you're expanding. And the next card we have is the King of Cups as well. Making sure that you have those kind, considerate, compassionate people in your life. And this can also be a great energy too if we are going back to the initial channel that I have of you kind of battling your own ego, battling yourself, your shadow self. And then the King of Cups can also be working with a therapist, a healer, a coach to help you get to that next level easier. Also, of course, keeping your eyes out for a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, especially with the Chariot and the King of Cups. If you have a beautiful Cancerian energy in your life, I think this would be a really good time to lean on them for support and making sure that you're both helping each other. And then we also have the Page of Wands, which is great. So we had the Two of Wands before, and with this Page of Wands, I really want you, Leos, to make sure that what you're putting forth, whether it's for love, for work, for enjoyment, is exciting for you. It could even be something brand new as well as you're working through all this energy. Like, oh, I never realized I liked this, or that this brought me joy. Especially if some of you are dealing with like mental health stuff or just feeling like very lethargic or not feeling motivated, you want to start banking these enjoyable moments that you're just having fun and being happy, and then they turn into passions and they just grow and grow and grow. And then you're always around these happy, benevolent people. Remember, Leo is ruled by the sun. Very solar, happy individuals. You want to be around that type of energy as well. I understand there are certain points in our life that we're meant to help serve other people or help clear out energy from other karmic cycles. But this, for me, all around, is you just get to decide if what's currently happening is working for you, Leos, or if there's other expansion and other opportunity that can excite you and make you even more happy. And I think what's beautiful here is that, pardon me, I thought I was going to sneeze. We have the High Priestess. And so with the High Priestess, no matter where it falls in any reading, it has this spiritual protective energy. And so as you're making all these choices, as you're growing and expanding, I think some of you will be getting promotions sooner than later, or you're going to be in a position to be more powerful. So you're just naturally going to attract more wealth. The High Priestess is protecting you. So no matter what obstacles or what hurdles you feel like you're facing, it's really here to show you even more growth, more stamina, more lessons that you can be learned. High Priestess as well, and I would kind of note this around the full moon that we have in Capricorn on the 24th of June, or if you're watching this later, retrospectively, look back to where you were at the end of June, because the veils are very thin right now. I keep talking about dreams, and so physical dreams of what you're working towards, but also metaphysical dreams, Leos, and what's seeping through, especially with Jupiter and Pisces, retrograde, everything that's happening in Cancer. Everyone's intuition is going to be heightened, especially if you have other prominent Cancer placements in your chart. this high priestess, that intuition, these guardian forces, things that we cannot see but can feel and intuit, those are really going to be beneficial for you to lean on, so that as you're making these decisions, it's easier and easier. And please, please, please take a trip, even just like a day trip, a weekend. I think it'll really help you clear your mind, your energetic field, and put things in perspective. Your bottom card, Leos, we do have the 9 of Wands. So again, this is kind of going back to like the no scrubs energy, protecting yourself, protecting your family, protecting your work, protecting yourself. Huge. If you can focus on that, I feel like everything will just fall into place. And making sure that you're surrounding yourself with other confident, successful, kind, considerate people is also a vibe. And potentially new passions and things you find enjoyable will come to the surface as well. And if you need help at any point, asking your guides, asking for a sign, asking your guardian angels to protect you, so that these decisions and this expansion continually gets to be easier and easier. Okay, so that is my general reading, Leos. Of course, you can watch your rising and your moon sign videos for more. If this reading really resonates and you want to say thank you, tips and donations are always appreciated. The link to our PayPal is in our bio. Please tag a fellow Leo who could also benefit from this message. And with regards to one-on-one readings, we're now booking into mid-July, and all of our prices are going to be going up as of July 1st. So if you want to book in now to save some money, I would recommend you do so sooner than later, okay? Thank you, Leos, for watching, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Bye.